Right, so this is the lecture number 78 in our DAC series, and for now we are solving the problems related to 2D arrays, and we have done some interesting problems over 2D arrays in our previous videos, so you should watch those videos first. And what we are going to cover today is that is the saddle point of a matrix, or I would say in the 2D matrix, the finding the saddle point in the 2D matrix. So let us see what the problem exactly is. So we are going to cover an important problem, which is saddle point. If you have not heard what is saddle means, let me clear you one thing. To 5. Let us say we have this matrix. Let us call it as A. What problem statement says is you have to detect a saddle point inside this matrix. And what is the saddle point? Let us say I am choosing this as a saddle point 2. Then what should there should be two properties followed. One is this 2 should be minimum in his row or in its row. In this complete row, this should 2 should be minimum. Along with that, this 2 should be maximum in its complete column. Max in column, min in row. So only these two properties has to be followed by any saddle point. And there is also truth for this saddle point. In any kind of matrix or any size of matrix, there will be only one saddle point, and you have to think why there will be only one saddle point, and you have to comment down in the below. Fine, why there should be only one saddle point, or else I will cover why it is one in the end of the video, but let us not focus on that. Let us focus on finding the saddle point inside our 2D matrix. Fine. So for that, what we have to do, let us say if I tell you there is a saddle point inside this, which is this 5. This 5 is minimum in its row. You can compare each element, and maximum in each column also. Fine. In its column, 5 is maximum. So we can say 5 is a maximum in column and minimum in row. So 5 is a saddle point. So we have to print this 5. And if we look at here, we will not be having any saddle point inside entire matrix. Let us take an example of this. 2 is minimum in each row, but this is not maximum in each column. Take an example of 0. It is minimum in this row, but not maximum in this column. Fine. So there will be only one saddle point inside the whole matrix. Now the problem statement says we have to detect how we are going to get the saddle point. One approach could be a brute force, which is iterate over all the elements in O of n square complexity, and then we can easily find. Or it might take O of n cube. I'm not sure. It should I think take n cube, but let us not worry on that part. We have to find, or we have to solve this in O of might be O of n square. Let's see what is the complexity, but we have to at least optimize this solution. Fine. So what we will do, let us say this is 0th column, 1 2 3 0 1 2 3. These are rows and these are columns. Fine. So if I am in the first row, then what I will do, I will calculate the min inside this row, or min index inside this row. Let us say the min index for this row is 2. Then I will check whether this min index or the element on this index is greater than in its column also. If it is greater than, then we will break there and we will print the value for that. And if we not found any saddle point, then we will print either -1 or invalid input. Fine. So we'll do this. So what is the approach? Firstly, we'll see the minimum in row, and then check if we found the minimum, then we'll check whether this minimum is maximum in its column also. If it is, then we will print that, because there will be only one saddle point in the matrix. I mean, if we found this, then no element is going to be the saddle point inside the complete matrix. So only these 2 points has to be taken care of. Let us see how we are going to write the code. And of course, this is the code for previous one, and I'm going to erase it. And I have also posted this code onto the GitHub repository. You can download from there if in case you need that. So this is the input taking process. I'm just hiding this. Fine. So let us say I am traversing of for all the rows int I is equals to 0 and int I less or equal to row size and int plus plus. Fine. Let me draw the matrix here also. So what was the input? 2 4 5 6 2 4 5 6 1 2 8, not 8, 1 2 1 8 0, and let us take it as 2 3 4 5 7 6 and 1 9 4. This is the matrix and this is the saddle point. You can see this is minimum in its row and maximum in its column. Fine. So what we have to do, let us say we are here, we are iterating over this row. Fine. So we have to find the minimum index of the complete row of each columns. Fine. So let us find the minimum index. Let us initially take the minimum idx is equals to 0 and we'll compare for each of the columns starting from j is equal to 1, because we have already set 0 is the minimum index. We'll see column size j plus plus, and if our ARR of I is the row, column is what? Min index, which we are expecting, is greater than ARR of I and j. J is the loop for which we are iterating. Then replace the min index value with j. Look at this carefully what we are doing here. We have set it min index as 0. Let us say we have set min index this. The position for this is 0, 1, 2, 3. Fine. Let us say we have 1 here. So we'll start from here. J is equal to 1. Of course, the the value of I is 0 in each iteration. So a of 0 for min index. Min index is what? 0. This is 2. So a of 0, 0 is greater than a of 0, 1. J is 1 now. So if it is greater than this, then replace the min index with j. If this is greater than, then of course this is going to be minimum. And if this is small or this is greater than this, then of course this is going to be minimum. And in this, if this is 1 is less than this, then of course this is going to be the minimum. So that is why with this way we will be able to calculate the min index. Fine. So I hope it should clear to you. Let me draw again. So they were 2 4 6 1. Let us take it like this. Now we got our min index. Now what we have to see, we have to check this min index in each row also. Fine. Sorry, in each column, whether this min index is greater. If we found, let us say in this case we found this 1 is the minimum index, which is the min index is in this case is 3. So we'll check if there is any element which is greater than this in this complete column. If there will not be any greater element for this column, then of course this is going to be saddle point. Take an example of this. Let us say we were in this row and we found this as a minimum. So we'll check whether is there any element in this complete column which is greater than this. There is no greater element than this, then of course this is going to be the saddle point. So same thing I am going to write here. Let us take an variable as boolean flag is equals to true. Let us consider that this is the saddle point. Fine. I will check for each row for this column. So of course it is going to be the row size and k plus plus, because we have already defined the I in our parent loop. We cannot use the same variable. So I am taking k. Then we'll check if ARR of I, not I, in j ARR of k of min index, which is this one, which we got. Let us say if ARR of I and the min index which we got, let us say for now, if you look at here, we got this as the min index. Now we are checking in this row. I is here 3 and index is 1. We'll compare this index with each of these values for each row of the same column. We'll check if there is any greater element than this, then of course this is not going to be a saddle point. So if ARR of I of min index is less than with any element of k of the same column, then this is for sure that this is not the I would say the saddle point. So I am going to set the flag as false and will break from there. We will not move forward. and we have to apply this bracket. Fine. Out of the loop we will check if flag is true, that means there was no greater element than this, means we will, like, we have not entered in this condition any time. So if this is true, then what we will do, we will print the value for this. So system dot out dot println arr of I and main index, this is the saddle point, and will return from here also, will not move forward because there will be only one saddle point in any matrix. And if we do not found any saddle point in complete matrix, then what we will do, we will print invalid input, or let us say -1 or whatever you want to print, you can do anything, invalid input. So invalid input. So this is done. This is it which we have to do for calculating the saddle point. Let us see whether this is working or not, then we will see once more. Let us say I am going to provide the input 4x4 size, and again 2, 4, 6, 8, and 5, 2, 5, 9, and 8, 5, 6, 7, and 1, sorry, 0, 1, and whatever. If you can see, 5 is minimum in each row, I mean in its row, and 5 is also maximum in its column also. So we should be able to get 5 as the output. Let us replace this with 9 so that we can be sure we have only one 5 in complete matrix. We'll replace this 5 also, 9. Fine. So we should be able to get the 5 as the output. Let us give it a run. So we have a wrong condition here. What is that? If you have noticed, then this would be the good plus point for you, but we have a slight mistake. We should have applied the check for k. Fine. So let us now try to run it, because we are checking i's, so that's why it was going into infinite loop. So now we should be able to get 5 as the output. So you can see we are getting 5. Let us try to modify it, make this as a saddle point 2. So 2 should be minimum in its row, and it should be greater in each column. So let us take 0, 0. So now we should be able to get 2 as the saddle point, because 2 is minimum in its row and 2 is maximum in its column. Let us try to run it now. So you can see we are getting 2 as the output. So let me have a quick dry run. What we are doing, we are, like, with this loop we are iterating over each and every row, and with this, let us say minimum index is 0, dx is 0 initially, and we are iterating from 0, I mean 1 to column size. Column size is about 4. We are iterating over each, let us say initially I is 0, so we are iterating over this row. We'll find, is there any other minimum index than this? We have settled this as the minimum. Is there any other index which is minimum than this? Yes, we will find this 0 as the minimum index. Fine. So if we found the minimum index, then what we will do, this is code for the minimum, and we have said that yes, the element which we got is the saddle point, and we'll check with this whether is there any other element which is greater than this 2. So we'll see, is there any other element which is greater than 2 in this column? Yes, it is greater. So if we found any element, I mean if there is, in any case, if this condition will be true, then this flag will be set to false and will break from here. So we'll check if there is if flag is true, no it is not true, then we will not print anything, we'll move forward. If it is true, let us say in this case it is true, then we will print the min index, which is in this case 2, and I is of course 1. Sorry, min index is 1 and I is of course 1. So we will print array of 1, 1, which is 2, and we will return from here. So once we return from here, then none of the line will execute after this. So it will simply end the program. Fine. So this is it for this particular getting the saddle point of any 2D matrix. I hope I was able to explain you the concept of saddle point or saddle matrix. If you do have any confusion calculating the saddle point, then you should reiterate this video, and or you can what you can do, you can comment down below. I would be replying there. You can comment, connect with me over LinkedIn also. I have put down my LinkedIn profile link in the description box. You can check from there. at the bottom of the description. And so I think there is only one problem left inside our 2D matrix. We'll complete that and we'll end the 2D array part for now. When we will be moving forward in our advanced level of the DLC, then we'll come to the 2D array also again. So that's it from my side for this video. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.